Some time ago, Microsoft has announced a new DirectX 12 GPU optimization feature called GPU Upload Heaps that allows the CPU to have direct simultaneous access to GPU memory. This can increase performance in DirectX 12 titles and decrease system RAM utilization. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about new DirectX 12 feature. It's not totally new as this has been announced a couple of months ago, but this is the first time I actually heard about it, so that's why I really want to talk about it today. So Microsoft has announced a new DirectX 12 GPU optimization feature in conjunction with resizable bar called GPU Upload Heaps that allows the CPU to have direct simultaneous access to GPU memory. This can increase performance in DirectX 12 titles and decrease system RAM utilization, since the feature circumvents the need to copy data from the CPU to the GPU. The new feature is available now in the Agility SDK. I think that article by tomshardware.com was published a couple of months ago. I mean, I am looking at it, it's like, I think like end of March. So it's been a while, but I don't think many people talk about it. Like, I haven't really heard about it. I did hear about resizable bar, and actually that's mainly for PC, to be honest with you. And that GPU upload heaps, I think that will apply mainly to PC, and maybe even only to PC. Because, you know, the way this feature works, it's all about the communication between, the RAM, system RAM, and VRAM on the GPU and the CPU and everything. And really, when it comes to consoles, so like Xbox series consoles, for example, well, you've got one big pool of memory, 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, and both CPU and GPU can access it. Now, this is just my understanding, and really the article doesn't really talk much about the, whether it's only on PC or on Xbox. Maybe some parts of it could actually be used for Xbox too. I will actually have to dig a little bit more, deeper basically, and see what it's all about. But let's just assume that this is mainly PC thing, and let's actually continue. We don't know the actual implications of this feature, but the performance advantages could be significant. Graphics card memory sizes and video game VRAM consumption are getting larger and larger every year. As a result, the CPU needs more and more data between itself and the GPU to move more data between itself and the GPU. This feature, a game's RAM and CPU utilization could decrease noticeably due to a reduction in data transfers alone. This is because the CPU no longer needs to keep copies of data on both system RAM and GPU VRAM to interact with it. Another bonus is that GPU memory is very fast these days, so there should be no latency penalties for leaving data in the GPU alone. In fact, there will probably be a latency improvement with CPU access times on high-end GPUs with high-speed video memory. So there we go. Also, for gamers, the only requirement you will need is resizable bar or smart access memory support on both your CPU and GPU. Resizable bar is the foundation for the GPU upload heaps, since the feature enables Windows to manage GPU VRAM directly. So yeah, I mean, that just goes to show that this is really the PC optimization. Then the article goes to talk about the latest drivers that actually supports it. So this article is a couple of months old, so you probably have the latest drivers, or the drivers at least up to date enough to actually have that, right? But the fact that they talk about resizable bar or smart access memory support as a must, I think these are mainly only for PC, because like I said, on Xbox it's a bit different, because basically both CPU and GPU have the same access to the same memory, and there's no need to like copy the data between the memory, CPU and GPU memory, because it's pretty much the same pool of memory on Xbox. On PC you've got RAM, the main system memory RAM, so for example 16 gigabytes, which is kind of a standard right now of main RAM, and then you've got like a GPU that comes with like 6, 8, 10, 12 gigabytes of VRAM, and data needs to move between these two memory pools, right, on PC. But looks like DirectX 12 enables to just have a copy of wherever you want to have, like probably on GPU makes more sense, I guess, and then both CPU and GPU can access that data without copying it. Like that speeds things up a lot. So yeah, guys, that's interesting for sure. There's actually it's actually nice to see that DirectX 12 is actually getting more and more support, and more developers and more uses it, more and more games uses it. The early implementation of DirectX 12 wasn't really that great. There was a quite steep learning curve for developers, because DirectX 12 is down to the metal kind of API, which sure allows for more, but it's way more difficult to manage, right? Because like DirectX 11 basically take care a lot of things for you as a developer, right? While with DirectX 12, there's more things you need to plan and think about when moving to that API. That's why some games which were not that greatly optimized at the very beginning of I guess last generation, because that's when the DirectX 12 was introduced. That's why a lot of games were not really that great when it comes to performance. They were not optimized well for DirectX 12. But now, few years later, these DirectX 12 games actually are getting better, right? Like the support for DirectX 12 is getting better. But I guess it's actually interesting, because I was thinking about like back then, when we will finally see better utilization of DirectX 12 and stuff. And for years we've been waiting for that. But like I think the introduction of ray tracing, I think that's changed it all, because DirectX 12 was the only API, really, at least at first, that did support ray tracing. I think that's still the case. I don't think you can use ray tracing on DirectX 11. I don't think. I will have to actually change. But like I know for sure that at first that was only that DirectX. Ray tracing, which obviously NVIDIA introduced at first, was only supported on DirectX 12 API via DirectX 12 API supported, not DirectX 11. I'm not sure about Vulkan, right? Vulkan is actually great overall, but anyway, guys. So that's the video. Not really an Xbox video per se, but it's all I'm saying is that the more developers will get into supporting DirectX 12, the more they will learn it, the more they will use it, the better it will be for both a PC and Xbox as well, because the Xbox is DirectX 12 box too, right? So it is what it is. So guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.